Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Adopted by the people's representatives at a district consultative forum, the provincial conventions, the sector group convention, and the national convention without any change. However, the TCDZC amended the provision to include the issue of a vacancy in office and the deeming, in inverted commas, of an inherited term. The recommended TCDZC final draft provision in draft Article 104 as a reason for amending the draft article. To the draft article, the TCDZC said that it amended the article by providing for circumstances where the vice president or a new president serves an unexpired term for a president who does not complete his or her term of office. The committee observed that it was important to make a provision as to whether or not the inherited term should be counted. Draft Article 104 is replicated word for word in Article 106 of the Constitution. For convenience, we have set out Article 106 in its entirety. It reads, 106.1. The term of office for a president is 5 years, which shall run concurrently with the term of Parliament, except that the term of office of president shall expire when the president-elect assumes office in accordance with Article 105. A president shall hold office from the date the president-elect is sworn into office and ending on the date the next president-elect is sworn into office. 3. A person who has twice held office as president is not eligible for election as president. 4. The office of president becomes vacant if the president A. dies, B. resigns by notice in writing to the Speaker of the National Assembly, or C. otherwise ceases to hold office under Article 81, 107, or 108. 5. When a vacancy occurs in the office of the President, except under Article 81, A. the Vice President shall immediately assume the office of President, or B. if the Vice President is unable for a reason to assume the office of President, the Speaker shall perform the executive functions except the power to 1. make an appointment, 2. dissolve the National Assembly, and a presidential election shall be held within 60 days after the occurrence of the vacancy. 6. If the Vice President assumes the office of President in accordance with Clause 5A, or a person is elected to the office of President as a result of an election held in accordance with Clause 5B, the Vice President or the President-elect shall serve for an expired term of office and be deemed for the purpose of Clause 3A to have served a full term as President if at the date on which the President assumed office at least 3 years remain before the date of the next general election, or B. not to have served a term of office as President if at the date on which the President assumed office less than 3 years remain before the date of the next general election. Article 106.3 of the Constitution, when read with Article 106, so Article 6 of the Constitution, provides that a person may or may not be deemed to have served a full inherited term. In common parlance, deeming relates to viewing or perceiving something in a contrived way. More formally, Black's Law Dictionary, 9th edition, gives as a main definition of the verb deem to treat something as if one, it were really something else, and two, it had qualities that it does not have. Hence, deeming allows an inherited term to count or not, depending on the length of time served. In our considered view, a contradiction between the two sub-clauses arises if the objective of the deeming is to enable the person who served an inherited term to contest more than one future presidential election, as it would create an exception. We have considered the issue on the basis of well-settled principle that constitutional provisions should be interpreted in a manner that harmonizes them. An exception to the clear prohibition in Article 106, Sub-Article 3, would have to be explicit and cannot be imputed from the language of deeming, especially in the face of the people's expressed commitment to a maximum of 2 terms. Hence, the deeming can only be consequential as opposed to empowering or permissive. We are of the firm view that the words "be deemed for the purpose" are intended to settle post-presidential questions about the legal status and the entitlements of a former president, as opposed to providing for a person's eligibility to return to the presidency beyond the mandated 2 terms. On a holistic reading of Articles 1, 5, 8, 9, 118, and 267 of the Constitution, with Article 106 of the Constitution, we find that Article 106, Sub-Article 6 of the Constitution, does not create a 3rd term. Final orders. Our combined interpretation, therefore, of Sections 2 and 7 of the Act and the repealed Article 35 of the Constitution is that the first respondent's term of office, that ran from 25th January 2015 to 13th September 2016, constituted a term of office. The first respondent's term, which ran from 13th September 2016 to August 2021, constituted his 2nd term. The first respondent, Mr. Edgar Lungu, has therefore been twice elected and has twice held office. Article 106(3) of the Constitution makes the first respondent ineligible to participate in any future elections as a presidential candidate. Our finding in paragraph 833 above does not affect the first respondent's participation in the August 2021 presidential elections. For this reason, we do not find merit in relief 1, 2, and 3, and they are considered and they are accordingly dismissed. Reliefs 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, and 9 have merit and are hereby granted. In light of the significant constitutional issues that have been raised in this matter, we order the parties to bear their own costs.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.